Imagine a scoring system where you have to give yourself a grade before you even hit that stage. Talk about a self-esteem roller coaster. This unique twist not only challenges the participants' talents but adds a psychological spice to the competition, making it feel like a group therapy session where everyone is just as confused as you are. The show also dives into the deep end of the pool known as self-awareness while simultaneously shedding light on the unemployment situation in India. It's like a talent show with a social conscience, where performers strut their stuff and the audience has an existential crisis on the side. Who knew diversity could be so entertaining and educational at the same time? And let's not forget about the judges. They're not just there to sip coffee and look pretty, they interact with the participants and sprinkle wisdom like confetti. Their feedback could potentially reshape a performer's self-perception faster than a makeover montage in a rom-com. Honestly, who doesn't want a panel of famous personalities, and maybe even a bit of drama, to spice things up? You know those late-night conversations with friends that turn into a trip down memory lane? Our group is no different. They hilariously unpack their childhood traumas, ranging from difficult parent relationships to reckless rebellions. Turns out, a rebellious phase doesn't just create a trophy but shapes your personality too. So, here's to the good old days of angst. Amidst the nostalgic stories, they dive into their academic achievements, or lack thereof. It's a hilariously tragic tale of low grades and broken self-esteem. They manage to turn that painful past into a comedy goldmine, with anecdotes so funny you'd think they were auditioning for a sitcom rather than just reliving their school years. Talk about finding the light in the darkest of report cards. But beneath all those giggles is a serious lesson about respect and self-worth. They exchange wisdom nuggets about valuing relationships over chasing dollar signs, reminding us that while money can buy you a nice pizza, it can't buy a loyal friend. At the end of the day, it's about those moments that make you smile, like finding a hidden stash of snacks in your dorm. The group then shifts gears to the significance of family support, especially that irreplaceable role played by fathers. It's a powerful moment wrapped in sincere humor, illustrating how dear old dad's emotional presence can mean the world. After all, who needs therapy when you can just talk to your dad while he's grilling for the barbecue? Next up, they tackle the struggles of pursuing dreams in the music industry. It's not all glitz and glam, you gotta hustle. They portray the grind with all its ups and downs, showing that while the path might be rocky, it's also packed with lessons and tunes. As they put it, if your dreams haven't given you a headache, are you even trying hard enough? As the conversation sways back and forth, participants express their love for music and how it's woven into the fabric of their lives. From jamming in their rooms to belting out songs in the shower, music is not just a hobby, it's an identity. Who knew a catchy tune could feel so relatable? Next time you hear that song on loop, remember, it's personal. Amid the laughter, one speaker shines a light on all the hard work entertainers put in. I mean, they bring laughter and joy to our lives faster than we can say Netflix and chill. It's a reminder that behind every punchline, there's a whole lot of grit and gratitude, creating a bond that stretches into the hearts of audiences everywhere. Then, the discussion takes a comedic turn as they unravel the universal appeal of humor. Turns out, laughter knows no language and crosses all cultural borders like an enthusiastic tourist. Who would have thought Chuckles could act as a VIP pass to connect people from different backgrounds? The best part? You don't even need a passport. They also ponder the nature of ratings in entertainment, suggesting that appreciation for true talent trumps all those shiny numbers. Because let's face it, what's a rating anyway? Just a glorified popularity contest that can't measure heart and humor. Authentic feedback is what really counts and can sprinkle some extra motivation to performers. Anyone else up for a talent show? The importance of laughter in friendships pops up next, revealing that humor isn't just a nice to have but a necessity. It's like the duct tape of relationships, holding everything together when life gets messy. So, whether it's laughing at bad jokes or sharing inside stories, it's the laughter that keeps the good times rolling. As they dive deeper into their personal challenges, vulnerability shines through. It's a heartwarming reminder that even the most confident person can feel down, and that's okay. Sharing those feelings is not a sign of weakness, it's just part of being human, like realizing you've been binge-watching your favorite series instead of studying. The conversation shifts to motivational messages, where friends encourage one another to embrace fun and stay resilient. They recognize that life can throw curveballs faster than a surprise pop quiz, but with a sprinkle of humor and determination, you can hit those challenges out of the park. Now let's talk about those fake personas people put on to gain social status. The speaker highlights just how ironic it is, like trying to wear a suit to a beach party. It's all a critique of how those facades can harm genuine relationships. At the end of the day, authenticity should be the name of the game, not merely curating how others see you on social media. Reflecting on the absurdity of social expectations, one can't help but notice the extreme lengths people will go to maintain appearances. It's like putting on a show for a live audience of one. Newsflash: at a certain point, authenticity trumps all. It's time to ditch the act and let your true self shine through. And of course, there's a comedic commentary on those ridiculous friendships based on surface-level interactions. Ever experienced loyalty and betrayal that felt like a soap opera? Our speaker dives into these themes, illustrating how crucial it is to recognize true friends amidst the sea of social media acquaintances. Because sometimes, the people you think are ride or die are just drive you crazy. Then, the speaker opens up about their family background, showing how personal stories can add flavor to the comedy pie. Humor often finds its roots in relatable life experiences, proving that tragedy can be hilariously funny. Who knew that awkward Thanksgiving dinner could turn into a stand-up material? A discussion about the rules of comedy arises, suggesting that a good comedian must be self-aware enough to poke fun at themselves. This self-deprecation isn't just funny, it draws audiences in like honey to a bear. It's like a truth serum for comedy: if you can laugh at yourself, you can make everyone around you chuckle too. Lastly, our speaker reflects on the evolution of comedy over 10 years. They've churned out enough content to fill a library. Seriously, their dedication is impressive, proving that the only thing thicker than their material is their passion for making people laugh. Here's to another decade of hilarious shenanigans. Speaking of appearances, the speaker mentions how physical attractiveness might just enhance a comedian's appeal, especially to the ladies. Because let's be honest, a good punchline looks even better when delivered with a charming smile. Just don't forget, true charm comes from the jokes, not just the good looks. Wrapping things up, the speaker gives a nod to the support from fans and camaraderie among comedians. It's a friendly atmosphere in an industry that thrives on laughter, proving that a little community spirit can go a long way. Because in the end, we're all just trying to make it through life one laugh at a time. And there you have it, folks. From childhood challenges to the absurdity of social expectations, it's clear that humor and heart go hand in hand. Here's to celebrating authenticity, resilience, and the joy of sharing laughs with those around us. Now, who's up for some comedy?